Hi, friends. So I think life has gone very well for me these days, except, for a few things like the Ukraine being bombed. I want to tell you about Edward up the street. Remember Mr. Edward? Son of a little Putin. He's just an arrogant Russian guy, but he really frosted me. I thought his attitude was bad, but maybe he was actually a Russian Ukrainian. Who knows? It's just, he said, well, we're moving out to a farm. We're buying a big farm and goodbye to you. Well, my grandparents emigrated as well, but they did buy a farm, but then they bought a little plot in Cleveland and a corner store, and didn't turn out so well for them. They had no property left to give. It's fine. They had no inheritance left to give, apparently, to their grandchildren. Not even a Hummel. Well, there was the cheap case where people kept their Hummels. Well, I know. That's fine. I have that still in my basement. Thank you, grandmother. I'm so tired of being judged, but remember the woman who was an adulteress? She was going to be stoned. And Jesus said, he was sinless amongst you, cast the first stone. And the older people left first, and then eventually everybody left, and Jesus said, is there no one left to accuse you? Go and sin no more. The whole Playboy thing. Did you know somebody that was that? You can think of one person. I can think of one person that might have been Playboy. That person was just such a nice person, a good-looking person. And okay, honey, just save it for later, honey. I'm busy now. Such a congenial person, like Miss Congeniality. It's like, I know about you and Jim. I know about you. People that are that beautiful, like a Marilyn Monroe sort of person, you and I, we can't relate to that. Actually, when I was anorexic, I was like 103 pounds, and I never had that much hair in the first place, but I could wear long hair and a hat, and men would just come up to me and just from out of the blue, like store employees would come up and talk to me. It's like, wow. I'm special. When I was 103 pounds, we actually took our kids to Taekwondo in a Lutheran church. And there was some guy across the street from the Lutheran church that says, you so sexy, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're that thin. However, my heart is too heartbroken to be that thin. You could say I'm taking antidepressants. I suppose you might say that. And you would be correct in your own way. Yes? I don't have them now, but you might have to wait a little bit. Okay? I don't have them now, but if I find them, I'll give them back to you. Right? No. It's difficult because you have to be the nurturer and the caregiver, and yet people punish you because you're not the proper father figure. Right? No, honey, I wish you would stop. If you don't stop, you're not getting them back at all. I just need to stop. Just do it now. Stop. Do it. People don't, especially when you're a little white girl, just people do not take you seriously. It's like, I'm laughing at you, you little white girl. I'm gonna swat you away like a fly. Little white girl, I know, but it's who I am. I'm so gentle. I'm so kind. Love is patient, love is kind. But I do keep records of wrongs, so I guess I'm not loving. I'm so tired of people putting me down. Really, it's almost Mother's Day, isn't it, Erica? Just another year when your oldest son won't wish you Happy Mother's Day. In fact, when we lived with my parents-in-law, I had to sign a card for my mother-in-law, but nobody gave me a Mother's Day card. Oh, well, we forgot your mother, too. I gave birth to 9 children. I'm a mother. times 9. It doesn't matter. You did not do it well enough. Did I not abort you? Did I eat as well as I could? As soon as I really realized I was pregnant, I stopped drinking anything. I mean, I might have had a little, you know, my father said, well, why don't you have a little glass of wine? So I had like a half a glass of wine when I was pregnant with one of my kids because he really wanted me to drink the wine. I don't know why he did, but he just kind of insisted, even though he knew I was pregnant. So I didn't even drink a whole glass of wine. Well, maybe I did, but it wasn't that much. You realize that fetal alcohol syndrome is a problem. And I'm sorry about it, but there was a problem with my upbringing too. I had confessed to my mother, I want to keep my virginity. She says, well, that's going to be very hard to keep. She didn't want me to keep my virginity, so I thought, actually, I was a bit demoralized because I thought, well, Mom, you're a Catholic, but you're telling me that I shouldn't be a virgin until marriage, so I just kind of went with the boys. It's not like that many boys were interested, but a few, and I regret that, but Mom didn't, I think in a way Mother was envious of me. Who knows why? You can only speculate. She wore the mantilla in the old Catholic church, the old Catholic thing. It's like I used to put on the mantilla. It smelled so nice, that black lace. It smelled beautiful to me. It smelled pure. And yet, Mother failed us all. She committed adultery. She left the Catholic Church. I mean, it cannot be explained away. It really probably, if she hadn't done that, my brother wouldn't be dead now. I mean, she has his blood on her hands. So, when I had the dream, like I'm driving up the highway, and then there's somebody look at me, like eyes on me. It's like, I can't recognize you. You're not even a human being. If that's my brother or my mother, it's like you're in hell or purgatory. I never said what you did was right. John, he disavowed Jesus basically from the get-go. He said, well, abortion isn't wrong because of moral things. It's wrong because it's just killing a human being. He's just a wicked, evil little piece of crap. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but basically, I think that's how God felt about him. So, no, he really loved John. Too bad he's dead. He wouldn't be dead if he was so great. I mean, I'm still alive and I don't have any cancer or anything. I'm so tired of everybody expecting everything of me. I didn't have a proper upbringing. I had it's not an exaggeration. I counted them up. I said I had 17 or 57 different babysitters. When you have that many different caregivers, does it really matter? When people farm you out to a community of less well-educated people, less morally correct people, and I was abused. I was abused by my peers. I was abused by teachers. And I didn't think that was right. I thought I was special. I used to lie on my bed during the early morning hours, and there'd be thunderstorms, and I'd say, oh God, I should be in heaven right now. I should be with the angels. I felt as if when I'm lying on my parents' bed, this is sacrosanct. This is my life. I am a good person. I was meant to be a good person. I was never meant to be a person who would do anything wrong or commit illegal acts or anything immoral. But you know how it goes. It does. It does. It's almost as if I'm living in China, being hated by your own mother-in-law. It's like, bang, 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 bang. I hate you, bang, bang, bang. I never did anything wrong. I just thought I was supposed to love somebody, and the first person who really loved me and really went after me with a passion was my husband. Then my oldest son starts to hate me. It's like, you evil. Why am I so evil? Tell me. Because you're a Christian. I did try to bring you up according to Christian standards, because the Catholic standards weren't good enough for me. I mean, quite honestly, what does Catholicism mean if you're just going to leave the church and commit adultery and all that sort of thing? And then, well, I'm Lutheran. No, I'm Catholic again. And then Mother blamed me because I didn't want to be Catholic. Well, I tried to be Catholic, but Arlington, Ohio didn't want me to be, you know. It's just a horrible thing with churches. I just can't go back to church. You're going to become like them. You're going to become like a clone or something. That's why I believe in Jesus. I worship Jesus, but I don't go to church because people are just very shallow. I have not had an abortion. I have not committed murder. I have stolen a few things not knowing I've stolen them until I got into the parking lot. Oh, well, this object was under my purse. Oh, well, you know, they'll make up for it, I'm sure, which they always do. Highway robbery with the stores and all that. You know, do I deliberately do things like that? Have I killed people? Have I tortured people? Have I locked them in a closet for like 57 days? Have I even locked them in a closet for 1 day? Tell me if I have. Please, God, Jesus. Okay, it's like the book of Job here. Erica, as a human being, you've got to suffer for your humanity. It's just for the best. Of course I've read the book of Job. And I don't have a job, but I have read the book of Job. You're so intelligent. I have tried. I have earned 3 college degrees, 1 from the Ohio State University and 2 from Liberty University. But it doesn't really matter. It's if you're not willing to, like, you know, become a prostitute for the entire world, then, well, I have tried, but I was never good enough. Anyway, I did try. You don't have tried. My husband thinks I'm funny. He laughs, but I said, Daddy, you got to make dinner from now on. You got to check the kids' schoolwork at the end of the day. So I'm so tired of being good. I've been good throughout most of my life. I've given birth to 9 children. I breastfed all of them until the milk ran out. I mean, the milk just did run out after the first kid. It's just, you don't have the strength and the stamina. I couldn't understand why I couldn't manufacture milk, but I just couldn't. The second kid, he probably starved because I had no milk. And then by the 3rd kid, I realized, well, maybe we need to supplement, you know. And then after the 9th kid, I realized, well, maybe we need to fix ourselves. We need to stop having children because the children are not grateful. The children are just evil just like the rest of the world. I mean, am I evil? I don't think so, but I think I'm setting a good example. Erica, go on. I think I'm running out of time. I've tried my best throughout most of my life. If nobody likes it, well then, you know, that's up to them if they don't like me. But at the same time, I am starting to just show myself a little bit assertive and be, yeah. Well, ask Eric to do it. I am going to be assertive. Well, when he comes back, ask. I'm just so tired of doing this kind of stuff. So, you know how it is.